Hey, it's Dash Warrior. I cut my hair with those disposable shavers, so yeah, just excuse the fabulous mullet. Just gonna work with it, whatever. But yeah, how did I start off 2014? Well, my grandpa died a week after New Year's. I have no job, and I've done all my classes. Yeah, pretty much in the same situation as before, and I'm 22 and still living with my mum, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, all I gotta say is fuck you 2014. What was it? Only, well, before, 3 of my friends only knew that my grandpa died, and I told Demonic, or Anthony, I told Alex, and I told Kai. Well, Kai didn't really have a choice because you know the last video I had, Cards Against Humanity, yeah, me and him were playing it, and I cut it out really early because like someone knocked on my door and told me that my grandpa died, and he was, you know, our bedrooms were right next to each other and he just looked like he was sleeping, but yeah. So, what was it? I don't know, I felt really bad about it for like a couple of days because like, and I heard my cousin crying outside a couple of minutes after, and what was it, just told Kai, like, you know, just to kind of like end the Skype call because it was just really weird that, what was it, it's just, I don't know, it's pretty strange because I've only ever seen 2 dead bodies in real life, and the first one was my my cousin's stepdad who passed away, and yeah, my grandpa, but it wasn't really as scary seeing my, you know, grandpa dead on his bed, but what was it, it was just kind of weird because my auntie was like saying, do you want to see him? It's like, really, you're gonna ask me if you want to see my grandpa's dead body? It's, you know, it just the strange thing was, like, we never really, well, we didn't like hate each other, but we didn't really like talk to each other a lot as well, even though we've been living in the same house for 4 years, but we just kind of like kept to ourselves, and I haven't really talked to him properly since I was 2, when I could still speak Thai, so yeah. Just, I think maybe yesterday, Hogwarts Kid 11, or CJ, found out, another one of my best friends, and you know, I don't know, I haven't told you, well, yeah, just, I didn't tell you because, like, you don't really go online a lot anymore, and, you know, you just, I don't know, you pretty much have a life now, I guess, because, you know, you're 16 or 18, I can't remember, but yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, no, you're 16, yeah, because Kai's 18, yeah, no, Kai's 19, so you must be 16, so yeah, I'm so bad with ages, I'm so sorry, but yeah, apart from that, I just felt really bad about it because I checked up on him 4 times that night, and the first time I checked up on him, he was okay. The second time I checked up on him, the last thing he said to me was, don't close the bedroom door. And I was like, okay, because, you know, it's probably really annoying, like, when you're trying to sleep and the fucking light's, like, shining through from the living room. And then the third time was really weird because I usually check up on him at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. By check up, I mean I go out to smoke sometimes, so I don't know, it was kind of strange because I didn't have any cigarettes that day, so I checked up on him at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's usually when he's asleep, and that, you know, it was just really strange because I didn't hear him breathing this time, because he usually, my grandpa snores when he sleeps, so like I just kind of like leaned in to hear if he was asleep, and I just didn't hear anything, and I just thought that was kind of strange, but I kind of just shrugged it off because I thought, you know, we all kind of have our nights where we don't sleep properly, and, you know, we just, you know, you just lie in bed and you don't really fucking, you know, you can't really fall asleep, and, you know, your eyes are closed, but it's been like hours have passed and you still haven't fallen asleep, so that's just what I thought. So yeah, but I think my auntie and my next door neighbour was there, and they told me at like 7 o'clock in the morning, I think, so that's pretty fucked up. Besides that, I got a call from my dad, and he said that he wanted me to come to Australia and get a job and work there for a month before I came back here to graduate. But I just thought it was a really stupid idea because, I mean, one, my dad, I don't trust my dad on his word because he just doesn't keep his word. He's, like, I swear, his rules just always fucking change all the time, so, like, what was it? I mean, if he was missing, like, people wouldn't realize until maybe a month later because he's just always just kind of like flimsy all the time. He's just always just doing his own thing. So I said, how about I come to Australia when it's like, yeah, how about I come to Australia when it's after March. That way, you know, you don't have to pay for my fucking airfare to go to Australia and then pay for it fucking back to come and graduate. You know, it just kind of like saves a lot of money. But he was just like, you know, I know like you and your mum don't get along, so it's just better if I, you know, if I just offered you to come here. It's like, nah, she's been okay now after Grandpa's died. And it was just really strange because I didn't, yeah, like that's the thing I noticed about phones that aren't from New Zealand. Like, what was it, if you run out of money on a New Zealand phone, you can still receive calls and shit, like voicemail and all that stuff. But, you know, with like Thailand or America, if you run out of money, you can't receive any calls, you can't, like, nothing. So it's just really fucking stupid. So my dad told me, it's like, why didn't anyone tell me that your grandpa died? It's like, I told you like 2 weeks ago. And he's like, no, I didn't receive it until today. It's like, oh, I just topped up my phone today. And he goes, why didn't anyone tell me? It's like, well, I told you, and it's been, you know, he's like, oh, was it like a big deal? It's like, well, you know, it was like 2 weeks ago, so not really anymore. But he was just like, oh. But yeah, what was it? So I think this month I've been doing my resume, and I fucking hate doing resumes. And what else have I been doing? Oh yes, I was talking to one of my subscribers, Revan. Yeah, he asked me what games I've been playing, and I just said I was playing The Walking Dead, and he told me he was playing Batman Arkham Origins. The Walking Dead is a really fun game. Like I'm only playing the first season, but I'm not playing the second season because, you know, I don't know. I thought it would be cheaper, but it wasn't. It was like $30 fucking. So another incident I have to tell you is that when I got that 2 days later, there was a sale for Dark Souls. The whole Dark Souls franchise, you know, season pass and everything, was fucking $15 or US dollars. So I felt really fucking stupid when I found that out. I was like, oh fuck. So I don't know. I haven't played Dark Souls, but it looks pretty fun. I watched Alphamalets do a live stream of it, and yeah, you know, I mean, even though he fucking died so many times, it still looked pretty fun. But I mean, you know, $15 for a game compared to a $30 game, you know, but yeah, whatever, it's the past now. But yeah, what was it? I will upload, I don't know, one drawing after the video because I don't know, you guys seem to like it. And what was it? Yeah, someone's been copying my idea as well. But if you want to see more artwork, depending if I have money on my fucking phone, I usually post my artwork on my Instagram, but if it's not really that good, I will post it on my Twitter. So yeah, what was it? If you want to see really shitty artwork, it's on my Twitter. But if you really want, you know, if you want to see, you know, slightly better, it's like Instagram. But I usually upload my artwork on DeviantArt, but it's just not a good idea anymore because I draw pictures of people and I don't want them to find them. So what was it, you know, like I draw people I know without them knowing. So yeah, I kind of just don't want them to find those. What else have I been doing? Oh yes, a couple of maybe, I can't even remember anymore, maybe a couple of days ago or last week, I found Cheez-Its at the supermarket, so really happy for that. What was it? I've been doing live streams with Soldier, AndrewEvenstars, Midnight Martin, and Sinister, and Demonic, and Young Devil, even though he sends me a shitload of YouTube links, and Johnny Kevlar, and Carver, I think, and Morgan, I think. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but yeah, what was it? We've been talking a lot on AndrewEvenstars livestream. Yeah, just having this little fucking circle jerk and the Biohazard Mercs livestream thing. And, oh yes, and Butters as well, I forgot to mention. Butters gossips a lot, and I will say that, but yeah, aside from that, I got a teddy bear at the at the mall, and he's really fucking adorable, and I called him Cuddles, and I fucked up his ribbon, because his ribbon feels really fucking harsh or rough, like when I sleep, and yeah, I like to cuddle him when I sleep, and he's got a cute little tush. Yes, yeah, he is as fluffy and as lovable and as adorable as he looks. But yeah, it's just really weird when he watches me get changed. But yeah, what was it? Back to the my grandpa topic. What was it? A lot of surprisingly, sorry, Cuddles. Yeah, surprisingly, like my cousins, I could hear them outside saying oh, it's probably going to be really creepy because this is going to be the first night where Emma's like sleeping alone, because I always hear my grandpa like fucking talking at nighttime and shit, so I don't know, it wasn't that scary sleeping at night by myself when, you know, knowing that my grandpa died in the next room, but I don't know, like, I think the scariest was when my cousin's, like, stepdad died, and my dad's like, hey, Emma, you want to see the body? I'm like, no, like, I came here to pay my respects, like, what the fuck? And so, but, you know, I saw it anyway, it was the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen. Whole face was, like, pale and blue. I'm sorry, no disrespect, but just, yeah, like, no one wants to see a dead body, okay, no offense, but, like, what made it even worse was that at nighttime, the coffin, you know, it was wake, like, the coffin was in the middle of the living room, and since, like, me and Dad, fucking drove 4 hours, you know, from Auckland to, I couldn't remember where she lived, Taupo or Rotorua, somewhere between there. We drove 4 hours there, and so there wasn't any room, because, like, we have a lot of family. I had to sleep underneath the fucking coffin for the whole night, and I just didn't sleep because I was so scared, because, like, I toss and turn when I go to sleep, and I was so scared that if I turn on my side, like, I might accidentally smack into the fucking coffin, and, like, my fucking cousin's stepdad's body would just fall out and lie on top of me, you know, so it would just be really weird to have, like, a dead body on top of me, which kind of makes me reminisce about my first relationship, having sex, but you know, no, like, apart from that, I was just terrified for that night, and, I mean, anyone would be scared if they had to sleep underneath a dead body for an entire night in the living room with their cousins, but, you know, I think I might have been 9 or 10, around that, like, yeah, around that age, maybe 9, 10, 11, somewhere around there. But yeah, I think that's about it. Maybe, yeah, next month, next month will be Valentine's Day and I won't celebrate it, but yeah. Yeah, next month I will be doing fuck all, and next month I will be probably in Australia. My dad said that he's scraped up enough money for me to live somewhere, like, you know, be like a housemate or a flatmate for somewhere, and I'm just kind of scared about that, because, yeah, I don't know, I mean, you know, beggars can't be choosers, but I would really like to have a house to myself, because it's not that I'm just a really greedy person, it's just that I worry about being inconsiderate. Like, I take showers half an hour long, and I don't clean my room until 3 or 4 months later, and yeah, I'm pretty fucking disgusting. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I'm worried about. Like, I might be inconsiderate without you know, knowing it, because I like to do my dishes. I like to wait until the dishes pile up. I don't do the dishes straight away, but what was it? After I lived in my last house when I was 18, I kind of have to, because like well, what was it? My last house had cockroaches, so yeah, sorry about that. When I was 18, so we'd have to, you know, fucking clean everything right away. And yeah, I just heard my mum coming up through the driveway, so she probably thinks I'm weird talking to myself. But yeah, I think that's about it. I've been thinking about buying Stanley, the game on Steam. But yeah, that's about it. Alright, see you later.